I was privileged to be invited to Worldskills Africa, Swakopmund 2022. The competitions took place from the 28th of March to the 2nd of April. The whole event had three important components. The first was the Tibet conference, where we had experts from various Tibet fields dwelling on important topics. The second was the Tibet exhibition, where we had local as well as international exhibitors. The third was the Tibet competition. The competitors were examined under 16 disciplines, and the competitors came from 9 countries, and the 10th team consisted of team refugees. It was a great exposure for me as well as for Don Bosco Tech Africa. I was able to see what exactly happens, what type of questions were asked, what disciplines were examined on, and what the expectations of the participants were. It was also a time for networking. The competitors represent their countries, and that's how the Worldskills works. Competitions are conducted at local, district, regional, and country levels. The best from every country are chosen. It's a challenge for us as Don Bosco Tech Africa and Don Bosco Tibet Centers to get ourselves into these competitions and to come out victorious and represent our various countries. In this short presentation, you will see how the competitors are examined and how they take part in the competitions. And I hope that it will be an inspiration for you as well. In the trade of air conditioning and refrigeration, the competitors were asked to set up a full AC unit. They had to assemble the unit, fill it with the gas. They also had to do a sort of refrigeration pipelines and make sure that they work properly. On the side of mechanical design, the competitors were asked to use AutoCAD to design various machine parts. The competitors on the side of automobile were given various tasks to perform, such as assembly of an engine model, work on electrical installations, work on auto electricals, and conduct various tests on engine and other parts of the vehicle. On the side of bricklaying, as you can see from the drawing, they were given 2 jobs, which involved building the walls as well as performing design works on it. The competitors at the electricals were required to do industrial wiring. They had to come up with a whole set of wiring that comprised of wiring for machines, wiring done for lights, and at the end of it all, they even had to program switches so that the timers work as per the need of the machines. In the trade of joinery, the competitors were expected to complete a job that comprised of a short door frame, or you can even call it a window frame. The drawing gives us the picture and also the measurements for the job. On the side of cooking, the competitors were asked to come up with various dishes such as the main dish, baking, salads, and so on. In the area of restaurant services, the participants had to show how the tables were arranged, how they would prepare various cocktails, how they would prepare and arrange the fruits, how they could prepare coffee, tea, etc. They were also examined on how they would welcome guests, how they would take an order, and how they would serve the customers. The examiners not only looked at the process, but also they even tasted the things that they prepared. For tailoring and fashion design, the competitors were given 2 jobs to complete. On the side of hairdressing, the participants were asked to do various hair designs. They had more than one job to do, and so they had to perform them according to their own innovativeness in bringing out the best design possible. On the side of mechatronics, the participants were given various jobs to do. They had to follow the drawings and the jobs done and program it in their computers. In the trade of plumbing and heating, the competitors were expected to set up a complete bathroom. They had to install commodes, the wash basin, the taps, and then they also had to make sure that they separate out the cold and hot water systems. On the side of tiling, the competitors were provided with a drawing and they had to perform the job on a wall as well as on the floor. They had to make various designs. On the side of water technology, the participants were examined on the types of testings that they could use on water to determine the quality of water. And secondly, they were also examined on various water purification methods. On the side of web design, the competitors were asked to design a web page with as many possibilities as possible. On the side of welding, the participants were given 2 jobs to complete. The first job used thin sheets. The second job involved thicker plates. The jobs were filled with water and a pressure test conducted to see if there were any leaks. The competitors were examined on various aspects. They had to follow the drawings and the measurements that were given. They had to do the job within the allotted time. They had to do it neatly as well as with precision. They also had to make sure that they used the most innovative and creative ways in completing the jobs. As you can see from the presentations, we at Don Bosco Tech Africa, we cover all these disciplines. And secondly, the jobs that these competitors were expected to perform, they were not too complicated. But the most important thing is how we can transform these simple things that we do and that we learn to be a bit more innovative, to do the jobs that we do with greater precision, with greater quality, and with greater accuracy. And when we are able to do this, I'm sure that we too can be part of Worldskills. We too can excel as Don Bosco Institutions. And may this be the challenge for each one of you.